I've been involved in Btmne for just about a year now, and I had to go through my rite of passage, and this year I staffed for it, and it was just an entirely amazing experience. I feel like what I get out of Btmne is not only a sense of accomplishment and right doing, but I feel like I'm bettering the entire world by helping these boys and by having them help me. I want to be a man who can be who he wants to be. If I were to see a boy that wants to join this program, I'd tell him go right on ahead. It's something you never would want to miss out on, and it's just an experience you cannot replicate. Come back to serve this weekend, and what I'm getting out of it is I get all the emotion and all the love from all the boys and men and mentors and elders here, and I really feel like I'm going back to my family, and it's just I only get to see them once a year.
The value of J groups is we meet, my J group, we meet every other week on Sunday, and we just get to talk about whatever's on our mind, stuff that probably we couldn't run to a parent or someone close to us because it might be embarrassing or something. We can just go and talk about whatever's bothering us, and they just help us get clarity on things that might not be able to say to anyone else. I want to become a man who helps other people. I want to become a man who, someone you could turn to, you could trust, someone who could have your back no matter what. Mentors to me, they mean that they say that they're learning from the J-men there, and J-men are teaching them and stuff, but I think it's that they're here for me. They're here to support me and what I need to do to help other people. So they're there for like guidance, like a solid wall that just, contains. Btmne to me means just a chance to go and hang out with a bunch of cool guys, but I think it's just a magical experience just to come and be able to do it.
I've gotten wisdom. I've gotten how to love, how to play, how to share, how to care. I mean, without Btmne, I would be just that depressed slob on the couch watching TV all damn day. Say if you are in your own world, feeling like no one's there for you, you're all depressed, no one's there, that's what you think. But if you do this program, you'll realize there are more people who care than you think,
It's really helped me be more comfortable communicating with people. It's made me more comfortable with myself. The communication skills and the listening that I've learned here have helped to ease the situation, and I know for a fact that I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be as confident in myself. I wouldn't be as happy. As soon as I turn 18 and they kick me out of the J-Man program, there's no way I'm leaving. I'm staying right here. I'll be a mentor. I'll be a brother. I'll be an uncle. Whatever someone needs me to be, that's what I'll be.
My calling is his work. My ability is in how I go about it, and as a group, we've had over 100 people here. Everyone had an intrinsic part in making this happen for these boys. They're the ones with the goal. They're the ones who that need to grow up feeling free, so that they know what a good citizen is. They know how to be a good citizen and a person and be their authentic self. We meet once a month, or try very hard to meet once a month, and we do activities from swimming to fishing to hiking in the woods to our work as we sit around and maybe watch a movie and get into a discussion. And our whole goal for the mentors is just to model what being an authentic man is, which is lacking in these boys' lives as a whole.
In the work that I do with Btmne, I bring the gifts of authenticity and compassion and passion for the work. I truly care about these boys in transition to manhood. There's a lot of value in being there as my whole self. I bring all of me here. I'm a man of love and compassion. It gives me hope for the future. It makes me feel as though I'm contributing, that I have a place in this world. And I get a lot of love from the other men and boys in these weekends. You know, for men out there who have gifts to bring and who really care, this is the place for you to bring your whole self and share with other men and boys. If you care about a sustainable future, if you care about what's happening in society, about the way boys are teaching themselves to become men because fathers are lost, fathers are not there, fathers don't have time. If you care about what's happening to these boys, come to Boys to Men and share your gifts with us. When I come to these weekends, I open my heart and my mind so that I can be fully available, emotionally available for these boys and men, and to show them that it's okay to express your feelings. You know, are you happy? Are you sad? Are you mad? Are you glad? It's okay to identify with feelings, things that come from your heart. In the outside world, sometimes we want to protect that. We have fear that people are going to judge us. In this space, it's non-judgmental, and we're allowed to just be. There are some boys who don't have a father at all, and I can relate to what it feels like to have that yearning, to have that strong desire, to have someone in your life as a young boy to look up to, someone to model for you what it's like to be a man. I'm more emotionally available for my own sons. I'm able to look beyond my own challenges when my sons speak to me, when they share their life stories with me. I'm more available for them now, having done this work.
And I've been working with Boys to Men for the past couple of years, a little over 2 years, as a mentor, as a helper, as a guide, and as a human being full of life, trying to make a difference in boys' lives. It's based on being authentic, being real, trusting, caring about one another, and showing yourself for who you really are. These are the things that these boys learn and engage in, and they grow up with it, and it carries throughout their lives, and it makes a difference.
My experience this weekend has been one of very deep inspiration. I was very deeply moved. There's so many moments of teary eyes and just deep appreciation of how boys are vulnerable and needy and brilliant and faithful and optimistic. You know, so I was just really deeply moved. I was just very touched, knowing that the conversation with my boy is going to be different, because I forget how much is going on behind his act of being cool and how much he needs me. The man in me who wants to give on, to pass on the legacy to boys is incredibly fulfilled here. And I also want to keep exploring the possibility of bringing Boys to Men to the New York City community.
I started a Boys to Men program at my school, Tohoto Regional. It's a middle high school. And I brought it to the school because we were losing boys. I could see it. Right now we have 9 boys that are in the program. And we meet every other week for 2 hours. Seems like sometimes it stretches into 3. I want to offer this to other men so they can change, transform their lives. My life used to be like this. Now it's like this.
I just finished leading this amazing Boys to Men weekend, rite of passage adventure. That's my passion. I also connect with kids as a second grade teacher on the side for the last 17 years. I see you as magnificently creative and courageous to step out here and tell the truth about the wounds you carry. Divorce, not fitting in, bullying, such common stuff that boys don't get a chance to let out. We teach listening here. Listening skills are very important. It's very simple. If you listen, you hear what the person needs and wants. And that's how we facilitate the work. Well, they tell us the truth. And what we tell them is, we can't make the pain of that go away. It feels good to share it. And what we'll do is, we'll lend a hand and help you hold that pain for a moment here in this process. And how does that feel? The boy lets out a sigh and he frequently says, it feels good not to be alone. It feels good to have been able to open up and share it. And it feels really good to have the support of boys like him and men like him who know what it's like to feel that kind of pain. And this may be the first time the boy ever felt connected through pain, because it's a vulnerable place to be. In the vulnerability, in the emotion that comes up, that grief, the sadness, the anger, we release power once the emotion comes out. And the boys experience, they're walking away with shoulders higher. They actually experience the power that they were born with, the I am, very in center of them power. Those walls break away, they don't need to hold people back anymore. They can be themselves. If you don't have to hold a wall there, you freed up some energy to actually be of service. If I raise a good son, he'll become a good father. When I say good, I mean connected to himself, really aware of how to become a parent to his son. And if we raise good parents like that, the parents can get together and make a good family, a good community.
So for me, the experience opened me up to love and accept myself for who I am and not try to prove myself for anybody. And that just opened my whole life up, my whole self-expression, made me a better teacher, a better son, a better brother, a better friend in life. And seeing that experience in me wanted me to come here and to give this experience to these 12, 13, 17-year-old boys that are here this weekend. And to me, there's nothing greater than seeing the sweetness and innocence of a young child open up and share something that they have held in for so long and never could express themselves. But they come here in this environment and share that here. It's a precious gift.
We as men came to this late. Initiation is meant for the young men. And what will these boys now do for their sons? We have no idea. It's going to be beautiful. For me, I get a beautiful sense of intimacy in everything we do in Boys to Men, whether it's a J group and we play some stupid game, or if it's here where we're being very intentional and setting a very sacred space and a safe space. I get very much fed by that. I get acknowledged, I get seen, and I always get new fathers and new sons and new brothers whenever I'm here. And for me personally, that's the beautiful part, is those connections.